Hello everyone, it's Jennifer Okorohan right here. Today's tutorial we're going to continue from where we stopped in our last video. Our last video we talked about interface, Pixellab interface, and we dealt with this very first button and the second button. The first one being about the background and the second one being about text, adding text to the design. Now this third button here is about adding stickers, importing pictures, drawing, adding shapes, bezier, and arrow. These are the 6 sub keys that are under this very button. So we're going to start in with the very first one, stickers. Under stickers we have a lot of stickers. We have some stuff like this, some birthday stickers, some thumb, a lot of stickers, and we also have emojis. We also have emojis in this very part. Then the next one there is import. Import is actually importing pictures or elements from your gallery, from your download, from your phone. So let's see how it works. So we go to import. We want to import an image. So you can see what I already, this is my download, what I downloaded. Okay, let's import this very picture. Now this is a picture. Now you can see it now. You can see it. So I just imported a picture and I'm already having a beautiful design right now. Now you can see it. So this very button here is to enlarge it and reduce it. See, now mind you, when you want to reduce the size of a picture, don't go like this and don't go like this. Don't go sideways or downwards. No, it will stretch the picture and the picture will lose its original quality. So it's advisable you use this bigger button here to increase it or decrease it. By so doing, it will retain its original quality. You'll be able to enlarge it without causing harm to the image itself. So that's for this very button. That's for importing. Now under import button, now we've imported an image. Now when you import an image, this face comes up. Now under this very part, you can either reselect. Let's say we don't need the picture anymore, we want to reselect another picture, we reselect something like this, you see. So that other one is gone. So that's about reselecting. I already told you what this button is about, to undo, to go back to what you did before. Then we also have crop. This is to reduce the size, to crop it, to cut some parts out. Let's say we just need her from her head to her chest, we don't need her hands to show. See, it will crop it. See, it's still very, very fine and beautiful. So that's for cropping. And under that crop button, you also have, you can flip it. Either you flip it horizontally like this. See, it's left, right, or you flip it up, down, that's vertically. See it. So that's about flipping it. Okay, so that's for that. Then the next one we have here is, that's for cropping. To copy it, you want to copy the image. See it. You can copy it, duplicate it. See, we have a lot of it now. So that's for cropping. Let me delete this one. Okay, then now you can see that it's in front of the Pixellab interface. Let's say Pixellab was in front of it. Let's put it in front to front. Now this button here will bring the picture to the front, while this one will send it to the back. See it. Now I want it to be at the front, so it should be at the front of the Pixellab. We enlarge it. See it. sit at the front of the Pixellab interface. Now the next button here is position. We talked about position. It's still the same thing for the text position, just moving it sideways bit by bit. Then we have the relative position, also the relative size. Now if you don't want to increase it like this, if you don't want to increase it with using this way, you can increase it with the relative size or reduce it through the relative size. You can reduce or increase it through relative size. That's relative size here. So you see it. See what I was trying to say earlier on. Then the color. This is an image, so when you change the color, it's going to color everything out, so we don't really need that. Then color filters, just to make the color bright and increase the hue, the saturation. You can increase it to 5, as much as 5, the brightness to 5, so the picture will be looking very sharp. But you have to be careful when you're working with these color filters. It's just to ensure that it's sharp, so you just increase it a bit so you can see it now. So if you want to compare, let's compare something. Let's see with the original picture. This is the original picture. Now you can see that the original picture is darker than this very one, so we have succeeded in making this one a bit brighter. So that's for that. Then what's the last thing there? The texture. Can just the same way we did for text anyway. That's what texture means. Then the opacity, you can increase the opacity, you can reduce the opacity or increase the opacity. Now I want to do something. Let's copy this. Now we are actually doing a design right now, so this is a design. We are learning and we are practicing at the same time. We send this picture, I copied it and I enlarge it, like you can see. So let's put it at the center using the relative position at the middle. Let's bring it a bit downward. Then we're sending it to the back. Now you see what I was trying to say earlier on. So it's now at the back. Now we're going to reduce the opacity so it becomes a bit transparent. See it? You see what I was trying to say? Now yes, this is it. So let's reduce it to as much as 10. Yes, so you see it's now at the back. Now when you're working, you have to lock your work so it does not get scattered like this. Now if I do anything now, it will just be moving by itself. So you click on this button here. I'm going to explain everything on this aspect, but let's just know about this one. On this button you click here, then when you click it, you simply, since this one is at the back, you see this is it. We want to lock this very one that is at the back. So you click on this padlock here and it's going to be locked, so it won't be able to move anymore. So that's for that. Then that's all. This we talked about the stroke, this eraser, where you want to erase some part of the design out. Let's just to see what I'm trying to say anyway. Now you see it, we've eventually succeeded in erasing some parts out. So those parts I erased are now is not transparent, they're kind of transparent. Now that's for erase. The mark talked about it, erase color. So that's the 3D, all the same thing as the text, the editing aspect of the text also. Now this other button here, yes, this is the second to the last button, this former last, but this other button here is all about working on the background. Now if I want to change the background color, which I'm working on currently, I'll click on this color here. Currently is on gradient. Now this is the gradient I'm using. Now I want to change the gradient color, I'll click it here. Now you see this one is a bit brighter. See it? So a lot of different gradients here. So, and when I want to change the color, this is also where I go to change the color. Now we're working with the purple gradient, purple and blue gradient. Wow, it's messed up. Okay, let's just go back. Yep. Okay, so let's quickly work on this very one, opacity. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Then still on this background settings. This is to set the background. This is the image size. You want to let me just say it, do it now. To increase the image, to increase the height. This for the width, that's the wideness. This for the height. Now it's going to have a new shape now. You get it? So that's that for the image size. Then under this image size, you have a lot of types of sizes. We have profile picture. One is for profile picture, YouTube channel banner, YouTube thumbnail, Facebook cover art. But depending on what you want, Twitter header size, depending on what you want to use it for, to determine the size of the image. Then when you want to change, I want to change this very background to an image. Now these are the image that we have in Pixellab. You can see it's different. So it's different images. Now this is where you want to import the background from your gallery. So let's import a background from the gallery. Let's use this code. Let's use this one. So you see we've imported. It's not the background. Then from camera, when you want to use camera, you want to camera something, you want to snap something. Now you see my camera is activated right now. You get it? Now if I should capture it and say yes, okay, this is what I need, then it will become automatically my background. But that's not what we need. So that's just for this very button. And the last button here is just to make some adjustment to the background. Now this is to rotate the background when you want to rotate it. So it's not going to rotate actually because I didn't import a background from the gallery, so it won't rotate. So let's say I imported a background from the gallery. Let's see what it's going to turn into. Okay, let's use something like this. Okay. Yes, so let's rotate it now. So you see what I was trying to say. So it's going to be rotated, but because it's just a gradient I use, we won't be able to rotate it as such. So this vignette is just to make it a bit darker. See it, depending on what color you want to use anyway. See it. So most of these effects you see on most design, this is how it came about. See, this is how it came about. Most of these designs you see some dreamy designs. So this is how it came about. So that's for vignettes. Then for noise, to make the design kind of rough, you can see it at the background. To make the background rough, you can see it. To increase it, enhance it, and all the rest of it. See, it's looking like black and white TV. So that's for noise. Then stripes, when you want stripes to be at the background, this can you see it. So this can repeat it, become many. That's the stripes become many, or is it fewer. So that's for that. Then brightness, to brighten the background. See, to brighten it or reduce the brightness. So then the contrast is just to try and make the two colors suit each other. Then the hue, yeah, grab it. So just like changing the colors. See it. So that's that. Then the last one is saturation. See it. So that's for that about this last button. So we've dealt with this whole button at the bottom. Now it's time to go to this top button here. This three dots here, it just gives you options. Use image from gallery, to turn it to full screen. Say it's not full screen, to turn the whole Pixellab to full screen. Then export image, this is kind of like saving it out of this Pixellab. Then increasing the image size is to contact the app, that's the operators of the app. Then this is a tutorial. This tutorial concerning how to use Pixellab. So it's taking us to YouTube. No, we are not going there right now. So we are leaving there. We're not going there now. So we're back here. Now to remove aids auto recover, auto save, open. So it's just that needs to exit it. So that's what this dot means. This quote here is just quotes that we have in Pixellab, and this is to share or to save to gallery. Now after designing, you want to save it, this is where you come to. We're going to get to that later on. Now this box here is either to save it as a project. Now let's save this as a project class 2. Let's say class 2. So I'm saving it as a project. Done. It's taking some time. Okay, so I'm saving it as a project. Now it's saved. Now for me to access my project, I have to go here. Now this is where all my projects are. Now it's now on Pixellab. Now when I open it, you see all the things I've done earlier on. So you click on it. Now you see my project. These are my project works, what I've worked on before, and now this is what we are actually working on right now. If I click on, it's going to ask me, it's going to take me back anyway. So here we are. So I've saved the project and opened the project also. So this is for saving as project. Then save as image. Now we want to save this work which we have done. Mind you, don't save it as default. Save it as very high or ultra. Very high or ultra. I love saving it as ultra because it gives it a very good quality. You can save it as PNG. You save it as PNG just in case you want to remove the background. Just in case you want to remove the background, so it can easily remove. But when you save it as a JPG, it's very hard to remove, take away the background. So PNG enables you to be able to remove the background easily. So that's for this very button. Then this one here is just to add text, add current date, add sticker shapes from gallery, draw. So these are all the things I've already explained concerning this button. So these buttons here are just like kind of like a shortcut. Then this one is just for you to see everything, every element here. Some elements could be invincible here, but when you click there on this very point, you'll be able to see them. Now let's make this invincible. The Pixellab is invincible, and let's make this background invincible. Now you cannot really see, you're only seeing the girl that is just on the design. But when you click here, you'll be able to see other things that are hidden, and you can make them visible. So that is that. Then over here, this is a grid line. The grid line helps you to make sure the spaces, and also to align your work, and also for you to have a work that is well aligned. It actually helps in alignment. The grid line helps in alignment. Now when you click here, you're going to be working with the lines. So that's it. You can shift the line, adjust the line and everything. And when this very button here is on, you cannot actually work on any element. You can't touch any element inside, so you have to deactivate it for you to be able to move any of the elements. So that is that. Then this button is to zoom the whole design. Then this one is to undo. I already said it. This is to delete. You see, delete, but I'm not deleting it. Now this is to edit it. Is a kind of shortcut to edit it, like copy it. So I've copied it, or move it relative position, or increase the relative size, or rotate it, or you see, it has taken me just kind of like a shortcut. So these buttons here are kind of a shortcut. So that's for that. So see you in the next video. Thank you very much.